Now, the most accurate weather forecast in South Texas with meteorologist Juan Acuna.
Hi everyone, welcome back and a very good Sunday afternoon to you on this first full day of fall here in South Texas, and Mother Nature is certainly cooperating. We have some fair weather cumulus around the region. As we look at our Nissan Automotive 6 weather bug off in Kingsville on Highway 77, a pretty nice live look there, and a little bit more cloud coverage with our Aztec Chevrolet 6 weather bug off in Beeville. Temperatures in the lower 80s, north-northwesterly winds, still ushering a little bit of some dry air out there, and that happened last night as all the rainfall went offshore. Look at the morning lows early this morning. Certainly a treat for us here as the northern sections of the coastal bend out in George West and Beeville, 66 degrees there, 68 in George West as well as in Orange Grove and Mathis, even 67 from Alice on into Heveronville. Again, really nice temperatures to start off the day, even the middle to lower 70s along the coast. But right now, again, we're beginning to warm up. We're at the afternoon high of the day. We're at 88 degrees now, a pretty common number down at the Naval Air Station, Kingsville as well. Our water temperature is holding on to 85 this afternoon, and the dew point still into the upper 60s to lower 70s. So that's on the muggy, getting to pretty close to oppressive once again, but still, there's still some dry air that's coming in. If I can go back there, our 24-hour dew point changes are still going about 4 to 7 degrees drier than what they were yesterday, and that's all courtesy of these northerly winds, pretty light, less than 10 miles an hour across the region. Evening plans for tonight, again, we'll be looking at temperatures tumbling into the middle to upper 70s by 10 o'clock at night with east-northeasterly winds only at 4 miles an hour. Not going to be quite as cool as we go into tomorrow morning, but still we'll look for a couple of upper 60s out there, but for the most part, most of us will be into the middle to lower 70s to start off for tomorrow morning. Again, you can see some of the cloud coverage in the northern sections of the coastal bend. Otherwise, most of us have been seeing mostly sunny skies as dry air comes in. We have surface high pressure off in West Texas, and there's the actual frontal boundary now off in the Gulf of Mexico. A lot of people were asking where the rain went. There it is, right off in the Gulf, and again, delivering us a great weather for us here. Most of the rainfall, again, moving up into the Arkansas area, pushing on into Mississippi, into Tennessee as well, and that's going to also push off to the east. Next frontal boundary is starting to take shape over into the northwest or near the Four Corners area, right around Colorado and into Utah. We'll be watching that to try to make its way all the way down into central Texas before it stalls out, but there's a little upper level disturbance that actually helped push that little frontal boundary off into the Gulf of Mexico and help deliver us the nice weather that we have. Colder temperatures, of course, are up to the north. We have 70s and 80s across the Lone Star State, but still holding on to 102 off in Phoenix. So as we go on into the middle of the week, we're going to start to see return moisture coming in off of the Gulf of Mexico. So don't look for the mostly sunny skies to stay with us. And then this frontal boundary up to the north, that's going to be a source of rainfall on its own. And we'll start to see more straight isolated activity as we go on into Tuesday and on into Wednesday as well. But on into Thursday and Friday, that front will stall in central Texas. It's going to collide with all this Gulf moisture over South Texas, and it's just going to erupt into scattered activity as we go into Thursday and then taper it off just a little bit as we go on into Friday afternoon. But for tomorrow, again, it'll be a pretty hot day. Temperatures above normal out there with southerly winds returning around 6 to 12 miles an hour. Forecast highs look like this as we'll be into the upper 80s to lower 90s along the coast and mid to lower 90s for our inland communities. Future tracker as we go into tomorrow morning, and we'll start off with a little bit of cloud coverage, and then in the afternoon we may see a couple of little sprinkles along the coastline. That's just a little bit of some of that moisture left in the atmosphere there, but that should start to push up to the northeast, and we'll start to see a little bit more activity going into Tuesday and on into Wednesday as well, and that's just because the moisture is just going to continue to increase. Our NEC Co-op Energy 7-day forecast, 91 tomorrow, 90 on Tuesday. That's when we start to see increasing moisture. Isolated on Wednesday, more scattered about on Thursday, and then on into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we taper it off to isolated activity with highs right around seasonal average. Greg.